And I luckily had a minister appointment the next day with my mentor. So I go to my minister the next day and go, this thing happened. The sky opened up with a cloud and the book and a blend. It gave you all the answers. And I'm like, and it told me to teach and stare it. And I'm like, oh, I go, and she's like, oh, you got the call. And I go, yeah, but I got to finish my bachelor's. I had 3 classes left. I left college. I got to get a master's. Then I got to get a PhD. Then I got to write a book. I said, so I will start this in 7 to 10 years. And she just kept saying the whole session, you got the call, you're ready. If you got the call, you're ready. And I literally was like, you don't understand. I am not
got
ready.
a plan.
Right. I got to do all these things to earn the right to do this. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she just kept saying, well, you got the call, you're ready. So it took me several months to surrender. And I think that's what ultimately, if I think about the one thing when you face your fear, when you are willing to admit you have fear, because most people aren't. I know I didn't. I didn't think I had any fear, even though I was killing myself and drinking, right? But I'm not afraid. I think one of the things that I give people through my work is permission, right? And so during this message getting of here's the answers and here's what you have to share, I'm like, who do you think, you're crazy, God, again. And like I said, it took me many months to move through whatever I need to move through to give myself permission to even start that process. And then, like, I think it's like 6 months, 8 months later, I had my first client, and and I would run to Paul. I'd be like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Right. And so I'd work with him because there was no coaching schools back then. Right.
Yeah.
And so he mentored me. And then after about 6 months of coaching, I was like, I got this. I actually know. And then I would start I would start channeling in the way that I do. Right. So, letting God speak through me. Right. So yeah. So then that was the beginning of everything. And when I surrendered to do that, surrendered to God's mission for me. Right. And then I never turned back.
It's an interesting process that you describe, but it is the process. It is that you're tapped on the shoulder or nudged or something happens. The book coming. Yeah, that's pretty dramatic. That was dramatic. You got a good one.
God, are you serious, God? Like, what the heck?
You got a good one. Mine wasn't that clear. But that first, not me. That that's Moses. That's what Moses said when God said, go back to Egypt and go free the people. He's like,
you're
not
crazy.
me. I think you got the wrong person. I can hardly speak. And he said, nope, it's you. So that's a very common. It's so interesting. It's a hero's journey. It's like this is yours to do. No, not me. You mustn't make a mistake. Look around, and then finally there's this point where you have a choice. This is your choice. Free will. You didn't have to do that.
That's right.
Moses didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do what I did. It's perfectly up to us. But when we say yes, it is this unbelievable surrender. And when you surrender, it's like the seas parting for Moses. It's like, it's weird how that happens. It's like you don't have to worry about how's this going to work. He said, I can't even speak. He's like, don't worry about it. I've got this for you. But it's like, it opens up and all these things line up in order for you to walk the path that you've been tapped to do. But it does take that surrender and that saying yes.
Yes. And I will say that I also think God is super smart because he uses your ego as well because, I wanted to be an actress when I was younger. That's all I wanted to be. So I moved to Los Angeles to be an actress. And then I woke up one morning realizing, it was over several months, I started thinking like, oh, I don't really want to be an actress anymore. And the more I got work, the more I was like, this isn't fun. I don't want to do this. And to leave that childhood dream was devastating for me because that's who I thought I was going to be. But God knew what he was doing. He goes, hey, let's use her ego. Let's use her desire to be seen and loved and famous and all these things. And she's going to learn all the skills she needs because later on, I got this other assignment that she's going to need to learn how to speak. She's going to be the first life coach on television. She's going to have to be in front of comfortable in front of the camera. So I always say that everything that's ever happened to you is fodder for your destiny.